One of the most common and easily overlooked ways older women waste money after retirement is by buying more clothes and accessories than they truly need. After decades of working, many women are used to maintaining a large wardrobe for professional settings, social events, and everyday outings. However, once retirement begins, lifestyle changes often mean there are fewer occasions that require frequent outfit changes, formal wear, or trend-based purchases. Unfortunately, old shopping habits can persist, leading to unnecessary spending. The urge to buy new clothing often stems from emotional triggers rather than actual necessity. Shopping can be a source of excitement, a way to relieve boredom, or even a way to reward oneself after years of hard work. But without careful consideration, this habit can quickly chip away at fixed retirement income. While a $30 blouse or $50 handbag might seem harmless, repeated purchases add up over the months and years, creating a significant dent in savings. Another trap is chasing fashion trends. Social media, TV, and advertisements often encourage the idea that one must stay current to look stylish. Yet fashion trends change rapidly, and investing in seasonal items that go out of style in a year or two means you'll likely end up with closets full of barely worn pieces. Instead of buying on impulse, it's better to focus on timeless, high-quality clothing that can be mixed and matched to create multiple outfits. A practical approach is to audit your wardrobe. Take a look at all the clothes and accessories you already own. You may discover you have more than enough for your current lifestyle. Items hidden in the back of the closet can be rediscovered and worn in new combinations. This not only saves money, but also makes better use of what you already have when the need for new clothing truly arises. For example, replacing worn-out shoes or buying weather-appropriate outerwear. Set a budget and stick to it. Consider shopping during sales, outlet stores, or even high-quality secondhand shops, where you can find great pieces for a fraction of the cost. Additionally, resist the temptation to buy in bulk just because there's a deal. A discounted price doesn't save you money if the item will end up unused. Accessories follow the same principle. Many women collect jewelry, scarves, handbags, and hats over time, often far more than they regularly use. Instead of buying new accessories for every outfit, rotate the ones you already own. Accessories can dramatically change the look of an outfit without requiring the purchase of entirely new clothing. Ultimately, the goal is to align spending with your new lifestyle and priorities. After retirement, comfort, practicality, and personal satisfaction should matter more than keeping up with fast-changing fashion. By curbing clothing and accessory purchases, you can redirect funds toward experiences, travel, hobbies, or health investments that bring deeper and longer-lasting happiness. After retirement, one of the most overlooked areas of wasted spending is subscriptions and memberships that are rarely or never used. These can include streaming services, magazine subscriptions, gym memberships, meal delivery plans, software fees, or even hobby-related memberships. Because they are often set up for automatic payment, they quietly drain money every month without drawing much attention. During working years, many women sign up for services they think will save time or provide entertainment during limited free hours. However, retirement brings a shift in routine. With more free time, you may find that you don't watch TV as much, prefer cooking at home instead of using meal kits, or enjoy walking outside rather than paying for an expensive gym membership. If your lifestyle changes but your subscriptions don't, you're essentially paying for something you no longer value. The first step to eliminating this waste is a subscription audit. Go through your bank or credit card statements from the last 3 to 6 months and list every recurring payment. You might be surprised to find charges for services you forgot you even had. In some cases, these subscriptions were signed up for during a free trial and never canceled, meaning you've been paying for months or even years without realizing it. Once you identify unused subscriptions, cancel them immediately. If there are services you still use occasionally but not enough to justify the full cost, consider switching to a cheaper plan or a pay-as-you-go option. For example, if you only use a streaming service a few times a year, you can subscribe for 1 month when a show you want to watch is released, then cancel until you need it again. Memberships can be another major source of waste. Gym and fitness club memberships often fall into this trap. Many retirees start with great intentions of working out regularly but later find they prefer walking, swimming, or exercising at home. If your gym visits have dropped to once or twice a month, It may be more cost-effective to buy affordable exercise equipment for home use or find free community fitness programs. The same goes for professional organizations or hobby clubs you no longer actively participate in. While some memberships provide valuable networking or discounts, others are only worth keeping if you actively engage with them. It's also wise to review bundled services. Many internet or phone providers add extras like premium channels, cloud storage, or antivirus software for a fee. In reality, you might never use them, or you might already have free alternatives. Canceling unused subscriptions and memberships can easily save hundreds of dollars a year. That money can then be redirected toward experiences, travel, healthcare, or building an emergency fund. The key is to keep subscriptions intentional. Only pay for services that you use regularly. And for many older women, beauty treatments and salon visits have been a lifelong habit. A regular hair appointment, manicures, facials, and other treatments feel like essentials. While self-care is important at any age, the reality is that some of these services can become costly luxuries, especially when living on a fixed retirement income. Without careful budgeting, they can quietly drain hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. Hair coloring, for example, is one of the most common expenses. Regular dye jobs to cover gray can cost anywhere from $50 to $150 or more, depending on the salon. Add in haircuts, styling, and treatments, and the yearly cost can be significant. For retirees, it's worth asking whether frequent visits are truly necessary or if lower-cost options could work just as well. Many women discover they can stretch out the time between colorings, opt for simpler hairstyles, or even embrace their natural gray, which can look elegant and confident when well cared for. The same principle applies to manicures, pedicures, and facials. While these services can be relaxing and enjoyable, the cumulative cost of monthly visits quickly adds up. A basic manicure might cost $20, $30, but over 12 months, that's several $100s, and that's not even counting pedicures or specialized treatments. Learning to do simple nail care at home can save a considerable amount while still keeping nails healthy and attractive. Facials and spa treatments, often seen as pampering self-care, can also be costly luxuries. While they may feel wonderful, many of their benefits like exfoliation, moisturizing, and cleansing can be achieved with affordable at-home skincare routines. Investing in quality skincare products and learning a few at-home techniques can help you maintain healthy, glowing skin without paying for expensive salon services. Another area to consider is cosmetic procedures, such as Botox, fillers, or anti-treatments. These are often marketed as a way to maintain youthfulness, but they come with high costs and, in some cases, ongoing maintenance expenses. Retirement is a time to focus on feeling comfortable in your own skin rather than chasing ever-changing beauty standards. Choosing a simpler, more natural approach not only saves money but can also reduce stress and promote self-acceptance. Reducing beauty-related expenses doesn't mean neglecting self-care. In fact, shifting toward at-home care can make these routines more personal and enjoyable. For example, you can turn a simple hair treatment, skincare session, or nail painting into a relaxing ritual in the comfort of your own home, often with better control over the products you use. Ultimately, the goal is balance. It's perfectly fine to indulge in a favorite salon treatment occasionally, especially if it brings joy and confidence. But making every beauty service a regular expense can unnecessarily strain your retirement budget. By being selective and intentional about these visits, you can save significant amounts of money while still looking and feeling your best. One of the most common money drains in retirement is the habit of upgrading electronics too often. Modern marketing pushes the idea that newer is always better, whether it's the latest smartphone, laptop, television, or tablet. While these upgrades can be tempting, especially when new features or sleek designs are advertised, the truth is that most electronics still work perfectly well for years after their release. Replacing them prematurely can waste hundreds or even thousands of dollars that could be better used elsewhere in retirement. Smartphones are a prime example. Many older women replace their phones every 1 to 2 years, even when the current device is still in good working order. Companies market new camera features, slightly faster processors, or cosmetic changes as must-haves, but for most people, these improvements don't dramatically change daily use. unless a phone has significant performance issues, is incompatible with necessary apps, or has hardware damage. Extended warranties are one of the most common upsells retailers offer, especially on electronics, appliances, and even vehicles. They are marketed as a form of peace of mind, a safety net in case your purchase breaks or malfunctions. While the concept sounds sensible, in reality, these warranties often cost more than they're worth, and many older women end up spending extra money for coverage they never actually use. The first problem with extended warranties is that they frequently duplicate the protection you already have. Most products come with a manufacturer's warranty, which covers defects and malfunctions for a set period, usually 1 year. In addition, many credit cards offer extended warranty protection for free if you make the purchase using that card. This means you might already have coverage without paying an extra cent. Another issue is that extended warranties often have fine print that limits their usefulness. They may exclude certain types of damage, require you to pay high service fees, or only cover repairs through specific service centers, which can be inconvenient. In some cases, the coverage might not even start until after the manufacturer's warranty expires, making it redundant for the first year. From a financial perspective, extended warranties are rarely a good investment. The cost of the warranty, when compared to the likelihood of needing a repair, often doesn't make sense. For example, paying $200 for an extended warranty on a $500 appliance might seem like a good safeguard. But if the product works well for years, as most modern appliances do, you've essentially thrown away that money. In fact, many companies profit heavily from selling warranties precisely because most customers never use them. Instead of buying extended warranties, a smarter approach is to set aside a small repair and replacement fund. This way, if something does break after the standard warranty expires, you can draw from your savings without having paid extra for unnecessary coverage. Over time, the money you save by skipping extended warranties can be substantial. It's also worth noting that many repairs are more affordable than people assume. For example, fixing a washing machine might cost $100, $150, which could be less than what you paid for the extended warranty. And in today's world, replacement parts and repair guides are often widely available, making do-it-yourself repairs a viable option for simpler fixes. The key is to be strategic. Extended warranties can sometimes make sense for high-cost, high-risk purchases, such as certain medical devices or essential tools that would be difficult to replace, but they should never be bought automatically. Always weigh the cost of the warranty against the item's price, expected lifespan, and the likelihood of issues. In retirement, every dollar counts. By avoiding costly extended warranties and instead relying on existing protections or self-funded repair savings, you can keep more money in your pocket for the things that truly. Dining out can be a wonderful treat, a chance to enjoy delicious food without the effort of cooking, and a pleasant way to socialize with friends or family. However, for retirees living on a fixed income, making restaurant visits or ordering takeaway, a frequent habit, can quickly become one of the largest unnecessary expenses. While a single meal may not seem expensive, the cost accumulates rapidly over weeks and months, potentially draining funds that could be used for more essential needs or meaningful experiences. One of the main reasons dining out becomes costly is that you're not just paying for food, you're also paying for the restaurant's overhead, staff wages, ambiance, and profit margin. A meal that might cost $5, $8 to prepare at home could easily cost $20, $30 or more at a restaurant, especially once you include drinks, tips, and taxes. If this happens multiple times a week, the total can easily reach hundreds of dollars each month. For many older women, dining out is also tied to convenience. After decades of cooking for a family or working long hours, the idea of letting someone else prepare the food is appealing. But in retirement, you often have more flexibility to prepare meals at home, making it easier to control both the cost and the nutritional quality of what you eat. In fact, cooking at home often allows for healthier meals, which can also benefit long-term health and reduce medical costs in the future. Social connection is another reason people dine out frequently. But this doesn't have to be expensive. Instead of meeting friends at a restaurant every time, consider hosting potluck dinners, brunches, or coffee gatherings at home. These gatherings not only save money, but also feel warmer and more personal. You could also explore community events, senior centers, or hobby clubs where food is inexpensive or free as part of the experience. Takeaway meals, while convenient, are another hidden budget drain. Ordering delivery often comes with service fees, delivery charges, and tips on top of already marked up menu prices. Over time, these extras add up significantly. Planning simple, quick meals at home can be a great alternative. For example, keeping a few ready-to-eat healthy options in the fridge or freezer can make it easy to skip the delivery app on busy or tired days. Cutting back on dining out doesn't mean eliminating it completely. It's about being intentional and treating it as a special occasion rather than a routine. You could set a monthly dining out budget and choose to spend it on experiences that feel truly worth it, like celebrating milestones or trying a restaurant you've always wanted to visit. By reducing frequent restaurant visits and takeaway orders, you can save hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. Those savings can go toward travel, hobbies, family activities, or simply building a stronger financial safety net for the future. In retirement, every small cut in unnecessary spending creates more freedom for the things that bring lasting joy. One subtle but significant way older women can waste money after retirement is by consistently purchasing expensive name brand products, when equally good, or sometimes better alternatives, are available at a lower cost. For decades, advertising and social norms have trained many people to associate brand names with higher quality, prestige, or reliability. While this may be true for certain products, it's not always the case, and paying extra purely for the label can put an unnecessary strain on a fixed income. Clothing is one of the biggest areas where brand loyalty can lead to overspending. Designer outfits, handbags, or shoes can cost many times more than non-branded or store-brand alternatives, even though the actual quality difference may be minimal. In some cases, the higher price is driven more by marketing and status than by superior materials or craftsmanship. By shifting toward affordable but well-made clothing brands, you can refresh your wardrobe without draining your budget. Many budget-friendly brands even offer styles and durability that rival luxury items. Grocery shopping is another place where brand names can inflate costs. Many store-brand or generic products are produced in the same factories as their name counterparts, sometimes even using identical ingredients, yet they are sold at significantly lower prices simply because they lack the expensive branding and advertising. By making small swaps, like buying store-brand pantry staples, cleaning supplies, or over-the-counter medications, you can save a substantial amount over the course of a year without sacrificing quality. Electronics and household appliances also have this issue. While certain reputable brands do offer proven reliability, newer or lesser-known companies often provide similar features and warranties for much less money. Before making a purchase, it's worth reading reviews, comparing specifications, and checking consumer reports to ensure you're paying for function, not just a logo. One helpful approach is to practice value-based shopping. Instead of focusing on the brand name, focus on the product's quality, durability, and practicality. Ask yourself, will this item last as long as a name brand version? Is there a significant difference in performance or comfort? Am I paying more just for the label's reputation? In retirement, it's also wise to take advantage of sales, clearance racks, and discount outlets. Many high-quality products from reputable brands are available at a fraction of the original price. If you're patient and shop smart, it's important to note that choosing affordable brands doesn't mean giving up on style, taste, or comfort. It's about being selective and spending money where it truly counts, on quality items that will serve you well, rather than overpaying for brand recognition alone. By moving away from overpriced name labels, you can keep more money in your budget for experiences, hobbies, and health, the things that bring deeper satisfaction in retirement. In the end, confidence and joy don't come from a logo on your clothing or products, but from living well within your means and making choices that align with your values. For many older women, the home they live in after retirement is the same one they've had for years, sometimes decades. While it may hold sentimental value and cherished memories, maintaining a large property can be one of the most significant ongoing expenses in retirement. Costs such as property taxes, insurance, utilities, repairs, and regular upkeep can quietly drain savings, especially if much of the space is no longer being used regularly. Downsizing is one of the most effective ways to reduce these expenses. Moving to a smaller home, apartment, or senior community often means lower utility bills, reduced maintenance needs, and smaller property taxes. A smaller living space is also easier to clean and manage, freeing up